Good morning, everybody. This morning, I'm glad to be here. Just to make that short introduction, I don't feel like sitting here today and not being an up to date of what's going on. So this is the first week of December. I'm very excited to be able to be online again and presenting you this brief overview of what is going on here at the Rays of Life. The first thing I want to do is to, as usual, to bring the word of God in our podcast, and we have this very wonderful verse for you today. It's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things to Christ who strengthened me. I can do all things to Christ who strengthened me. So if you're not excited today, I hope this verse is going to give you some excitement, because no matter what's going on in the world, trust me, there is one thing that brings the world the way it is now. It's the word itself. You know what the word is? Word is power. Word is what is leading you right now. If you didn't have a word in your heart, a word that's pushing you to do what you're doing right now, you wouldn't be doing it. And this is a very exciting thing that you need to learn. We cannot function without a word. We cannot function without an idea. We cannot function without something that's driving us to do what you do. We are driven by many things. We are driven by money. We are driven by relationship. We are driven by fame. We are driven by many other things that comes every day in our lives. But the best things for you to be driven by today is the word of God. Trust me. This is going to lead you straight to the success path. This is going to lead you straight to what you didn't expect. This is why we bring you that verse today. I can do all things to Christ who strengthened me. Yes, you can do everything if Christ is your strength. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you think that's leading you. But what I want to tell you today is that there is one thing that is above all of them, and that the power that God can give to you today. If you don't have that power, you can seek it, because it's free, it's wonderful, it's great, and you're going to feel good when you start using it. Here at Ways of Life, we want to bring you the good news, and want to bring you things that will be exciting in your life every day. So we haven't started our programming yet, but very soon we're going to have a very organized schedule that we're going to implement, and this schedule surely will be there for everyone that's willing to learn, that's willing to follow the path to success with us, and we're going to do it together. We're not going to leave you behind, and if you want to move on with us, we are there to help you, and we're going to be there to go together. So we are facing many challenges in life, and the reason we face those challenges is because most of the time we don't respect the principles. Life is made of principles, and those principles are laid out all over in the universe. If you look at the trees, for example, the sun, the moon, all things that exist in nature, they follow the laws they were created upon. But we humans, for some reason, we decide to create our own, or to follow our own, or to be followers of other people. Not long ago, I posted something on my Facebook. That was the caterpillar model. The caterpillar is as the small creeping creature that's crawl the floor, the trees, and they eat the leaves and so on and so on. You know, one of their habits is they follow each other. They follow each other to the abyss. That's mean the fact they follow each other. If the first one go to the cliff, he falls down. The second one comes the same way and fall down to the same cliff. And this is mostly the life that we are all living today. We are living the caterpillar life. The caterpillar life is that motto that we have in our heart, that we have around us, that we have to follow somebody else. This is what they call usually the Joneses. Oh, we have to follow the Joneses. Oh, they are successful. They look good. They are great. So we need to follow them. If you're doing this, trust me, I'm not saying that you haven't reached the point that you feel comfortable, what they call the comfortable zone. But there is better than the comfortable zone. This comfortable zone that you think that you may be living in today is not necessarily the best there is. There is more than that. And if you seek, you shall find, the Bible says. If you seek, you shall find. And seeking is one of the best verbs ever that could have existed in the Bible. We stop seeking. We don't seek. We don't look around. We don't find what's best for us. We just go day by day doing what we think might be. But do we have a plan? There is no plan. We just go around and do things. But why don't we go with things that are guaranteed to work? Things that have been working for a long time. Things that successful people do. Things that people that they don't complain. They don't go around and doing a lot of things that are putting even lower in than the way they are right now. So if you really want to move forward, if you really want to get there where everybody else wants to be, you need to start planning. You need to have a plan. And the best plan you will have, is to start small, is to start where you are, is to do an inventory of what you got. If you were to start a business, what would you do? You would evaluate yourself. Can I do it? How much money is going to cost? But to be honest with you, it's not the money. It's not the business itself. It's not your intention. What's most important is to do some planning, is to put everything on paper, and is to just starting implementing it. Today, in this first week of December, that's the end of 2016, if you were to take a sheet of paper and do an evaluation of 2016 from January to November, since the rest of December is still coming, what would be the result? What did you accomplish from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November? Those are 11 months. 11 months that you were accountable for. Not to me, maybe to your wife, maybe to your family, but you were accountable to yourself. That means if you're not accountable to yourself, you're not going to be accountable to those around you and those that depends on your services. Maybe you believe that you have nothing to offer. Maybe you believe that, okay, life goes on. But it's not always a life goes on situation, because life goes on, but you are in it. What did you do to change it? Can you change it? Yes, everybody, doesn't matter who you are, you have the capabilities, you have the possibilities, and you have ways of doing something better than you were doing today. That verse that you read today, it says, I can do all things to Christ who strengthens me. Yes, you can. You can do everything that your mind can think about. If you can think about it, if you have an idea about how to do it, yes, you can do it. You can impact millions of people, just as many millions of people have been impacted by people like you. Every day, life is changing all over the world, in Africa, in Europe, in the US, in Asia, in the Middle East, all over the world. Miracles are happening. When I say miracle, those are things that happen as if they were not possible before. But if you believe and if you want to put some time into it, you're going to be surprised how fast things is happening. Let me tell you, when I say how fast things are happening, it's not that tomorrow you're going to have what you want. It takes a lot of patience to go and repolish, look at what you are thinking about, and put some salt to it. It's like a recipe you're doing in your kitchen. You go, first of all, you have to prepare the pot. You have to prepare the ingredient. And you have to make sure that you mix them properly. If you mix them in the wrong order, it's not going to taste good. But if you take your time and you practice, maybe the first time you do it is going to look bad, it's going to taste bad. But if you try it again, the next time it's going to look better. Today, I'm very excited, December, the first week of December, to be able to talk to you, to be able to give you this message. This is a message I want you to be prepared for the next year. And you should ask yourself that question. What am I going to do to change my situation next year? What am I going to do to change my situation next year? Remember and look at it. I says my situation. What am I That's mean me. It's not somebody else. It's just me. It's not him. It's not her. It's not they. It's what am I going to do to change my situation next year? Everybody's changing their situation, trust me. You think, oh, whoa, what is it to change my situation? Yes. If you don't change your situation, you're gonna be stable. You're gonna be stable. You're gonna be like a dead fish. You're gonna be a cold fish. You're not gonna have the power. That's mean everybody will just stand by like a standing still water. You know what happened? Mosquitoes goes there. All the parasite goes there because the water is so still. It's not moving. Because it's not moving. What's going on is that you attract the parasites to you. You attract stuff that will be standing right there and eating you alive. You can't do that. That's not good. And not only that, you're not going to be attractive. Look at nature. You see the rivers, they flow. They got beautiful noise in them. They flow and they got that music flowing to them. Listen to the wind. The wind is flowing, but there is some kind of tune to it. Look at the birds. They have the same song, but it seems like it's changing. Because you could never be bored of listening to a bird singing. Okay, if you're near the beach, go there and listen to the waves. The waves, while they are coming to the beach, you could hear the splash. You could hear it. It's so exciting. It's so smooth. It's so inspiring. The trees, when the wind goes through them, the leaves just float, touching each other. It creates that feeling that they are alive. Are you alive today? Are you alive? This is the 6th of December 2016. On the 6th of December 2017, will anything be changed in your life? Will you be different? Will you be excited to tell everybody, hey guys, I did it. Last year, this time, I was in that position, but now I am in a different way. We have conceived this program, Ways of Life, not because we know. It's just because we have this excitement that all the knowledge that there are in this world is enough for you and me to take us out of the marasm that we are living in. You can do it. I can do it. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you live. We have so many stories that we could exchange with you today, just to let you know how humble people that were in worse situation than you are today, have made a difference in this world. And the difference they have made is affecting you, is affecting me, is affecting everyone. One of the reasons we call this ways of life, it's not because that's mean the ways of life by itself. Ways of life are just 3 words. But if you take the meaning of each one of those words, that's mean you could be shining. Shining, there are plenty of ways for you to shine. And there are plenty of tools that you can use to start shining like this light. I'm standing here, I'm sitting here behind this camera and I'm talking to you. The reason why you can see me, that's because I'm in the studio and I'm looking around. There are lots of lights around here. And I'm telling you, if you were to come from a dark area and you walk into the studio, you would feel blind. You know why? Because I got lights everywhere. Those lights makes me visible. Otherwise the camera by itself could not make me shine. Those lights are just tools that I use to make this program more attractive. It's not the programming, it's not myself, it's not this. There are certain things that you must do in order to shine. So if you don't look for those tools, if you don't use them, or if you don't know what they are, you're not going to shine. It's a simple thing. For example, when God created the world, the universe, as you can see in Genesis, what did he do first? You remember in the first chapter of Genesis? Today I don't mind if you believe in creation or not, but the proof is there that those things could not have existed by themselves. You know what God did after God created all those things? You know, one thing that God put in the middle of them are the stars. And our main star, which is the sun, without it, what would we do? The sun is the main ingredient of your life today. This is just an allegory, just to let you know that you too, you need to shine. You need to shine inside of yourself. You need to bring the shining light. Jesus says, I am the light of the world. You may not believe in Jesus. I'm not forcing you to believe in Jesus. The only thing I want to tell you today, if you really want to shine, you must deduct that power from somewhere. You must take that power from a different place. Right now, I don't know what kind of light you have in your life, but you need to have one. And what I want to let you know now is that you need a light to start. You need something to start. You cannot start in the darkness. I'm not saying that you are in darkness. If you don't believe that you're in darkness, I'm just proposing you another light that will help you get there faster. Another light that promises you that it will give you the assurance that you will not fail if you follow the principle that is going to give to you. And there are thousands and millions of examples of the successful soul all over the world. From the last 2,000 years, we have seen success. We have seen people accomplishing great things just using principles. Principles are the key to go. If you don't have principles, you will not make it. Believe me. Principles. If you don't know what principle is, if you have your computer, if you are on your Android, if you are on your iOS system, just go right now, go to Google, go to Chrome, and type principles. Try to get a definition of what principle is. Principles will change your life. Principle will make you that new person. Principle will make you who you are going to be tomorrow, who you are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. And this is what we're seeing in the world today. Principles are failing. Principles do not exist anymore. Principle is just something of the past. Principle is just fading away. And my message for you today, in this first week of December, approaching 2017, are you willing to bring principles back to your life? Are you willing to follow that model? Are you willing to be a new exciting light in your household? A new exciting light where you work? A new exciting light in the new environment that you're going to create? Today we are excited to be talking to you. We are excited to be with you. And one of the excitement of this is not that I am giving you something. Is that myself, I am getting something from you too. There is no reason for me to be speaking behind this microphone, behind all those expensive equipments, if you weren't giving me some feedback. Your feedback is what I expect. I expect you to tell me if you receive something from this. Then that will push me to give you something back. This is another principle that we find in the scriptures. And that's another principle that we find in the teaching of the Bible. Let me tell you, one of the reasons why I stand on the Bible is because it's filled with principles. It's filled with principles that you don't find anywhere else. And those principles works. Principle of success. Principle that will shape your life. We're not going to go into details of every one of them today. But as we grow, as we move, we're going to tell you that this has been proven in my life. It's been proven in my environment and in the environment of many people that I got acquainted with. I'm excited, very excited to talk to you today. Very excited for this day. And I know that what we are talking today is going to change you. It's going to change you. It can change you. If I'm speaking with you behind this microphone, if I'm hearing Rays of Life, it's not because I want to have plenty of things to do. I have the business, I have customers to see, I have families to take care of, I have a lot of projects, I have a lot of things that I need to accomplish. But I make it a commitment just to stay here and let you know there is a better way. Yes, there is a better way. A better way that you can follow. A better way that I can continue to follow. A better way that you can put into your life for the new year 2017, God willing. One thing that you need to know is that while we are living on this earth, we need to be useful. Useful to the next king of us. Useful to the ones that are next to us. And my statement today, one more time, is what is your plan? What is your plan? My plan is to be working. My plan is to accomplish great things. My plan is to do the best I can to give you the message, because the message is free. It doesn't cost me anything. I did spend a lot of money to learn it. I did spend a lot of time to study it. I did spend a lot of time to put it together, and I'm still spending a lot of time to present it to you. This is not something you should take for granted. This is something that exciting, and this is something that has a price. And this is the price that you and I have to pay in order to reach the final point. There is a final point, yes. There is a final point for you and me. There is a final point for him and her and everybody that's still breathing. And the breath that we have in our face, in our life, we need to put it to good use until that final point come up. Do you have a goal? What is your final point? What do you plan to do because that final point come around? You know, one thing I like, and I am very excited about it, is that every day that goes by, we have hope. Every day that goes by, we have that feeling that nothing will be able to change what God has put into our lives. That life of hope. Even if you are desperate today, there is hope for you. Why would you be desperate? Because so much excitement out there. You can be excited because the excitement doesn't come from you, as we said before. This excitement comes from the power of the infinite, the power of that infinite source of energy. I'm not speaking like the people out there that are talking about energy as something. The energy I'm talking today, if you believe in energy, is the power that comes from above. You are not by yourself. There is something in you that was given to you, but that you choose not to use. And if you use it, you're going to have a great final point. I want to finish today with something great, with something exciting. I want you to be excited. I want you to get off the point that you are right now. I want you to embrace that new hope. And I want you to come closer and closer to that feeling that your deliverance is not too far away. Yes, it's not too far away if you follow the principles. I know I have a lot of friends. I got those guys in Europe, I got those guys in Africa, and I got those Caribbean folks that keep sending me those emails, and I haven't even started yet. And I really thank you. Whether you are in Jamaica, in Haiti, in Trinidad, my old friends out there in Tobago, I haven't been there in a long while. But this message is for you. This message is for you to get excited again. To get excited again, because there is life out there. There is a great life out there. And you can be part of it. Get excited, my friend. Get excited, my friend. Get excited, my friend. Get excited, my friend. To finish, I'm going to ask you to do this homework. It's not expensive. I'm not selling you anything. I'm not going to ask you to spend a fortune. In our next program, I will urge you to go to a dollar store. Purchase a notebook. That's $1, you know. You just purchase a notebook. And get a pencil or a pen. Take some notes. We're going to come out with some exciting items that you will have to do to make it. The reason I speak with so much faith is because I know it's possible. All you need to do is to get a little notebook, just a notebook. I don't want you to have a sheet of paper. I don't want you to have like a loose notes. If you know how to use your Android or your iPhone or anything just to take notes, just use it. If you want to start on your computer, use it. But I want to give you the cheapest way to start. Get yourself a notebook, a pen or a pencil. We're going to start walking. We're going to start walking. We're going to start walking my life, your life, and everybody that are listening to this. Listen, when I started these things, it was just an idea. It was just a word. It was just something. I went to school. I studied radio, TV. I got my degree back in 1986, and I thank somebody special, Mr. Reginald, for that because he was my teacher, and Mr. Lamont. They taught me a lot of things. That was back in Haiti, and I learned about a lot of exciting stuff. But it was just a word, stuff I wanted to do a long time ago. But now that's being possible, and I have you now as the audience listening to this. I'm really excited to be sitting here, excited to be talking to you. And I hope that you're going to be excited to start anew. And when I said you start anew, we all starting anew because nothing is stable. Everything is changing, no matter what position you are. Maybe some of us are already at the top of the pyramid. Maybe some of us are already at the bottom. But you can climb the mountain. There is a verse in Psalm 121. Where do you look? You look for the mountains where helps come from. Helps come from. Will come from that place that you don't expect while you are in this valley. Get a notebook, get a pen, and I will be excited to talk to you next time. May God bless you, and maybe you open your heart to receive what He's going to send to you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Thank you.